Hey folks, thanks for tuning back to my channel. Ben here with Ben Ventures, and it is pouring rain. It's about 15 degrees Celsius, I'll give that to you in Fahrenheit. But I'm heading off to a camping destination, which is one of my favorite spots, Wood Lake, in a city called Harrison, British Columbia. I'm going to make a bit of a pit stop to a place called Weaver Lake. Now, Weaver Lake has some interesting history behind it. There's a known notorious serial killer back in the 80s that had gotten rid of some evidence around this site. So I've always wanted to kind of stop by and check it out, and I will do so on my way to the campsite. So I hope you do enjoy the video, and if you do, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks guys, let's get in the video. Well, the rain is definitely coming down. I can barely see in front of my vehicle here, so hopefully it starts to subside once we get closer to the campsite. Luckily on this trip I'm going to be car camping. I can't be bothered putting my tent away tomorrow morning all wet, so that's fine. I also brought my mobile charging station and my heated blanket, so I'll be sleeping quite comfortably tonight. But yeah, it is absolutely pouring out right now. Oh, nice little rainbow. Camera probably doesn't do it justice, but beautiful. So once I get to Weaver Lake, I'm actually going to check to see if they have any campsites available to book. I know they're book only, and when I checked it out online, it would look like it was fully booked. So we will see. It's been raining, so maybe there's been a few cancellations. We'll have to see. Alright, got myself some parking. So parking's $10 just to park here and visit. Not cheap, but that's okay. So I was told that there's an abandoned mine shaft somewhere around the lake. So I'm not quite sure if it's along the trail around the lake or if it's kind of close to the lake. But that's where Clifford Olson supposedly had gotten rid of some of the evidence. But it's a nice little spot. I was looking online to see if there's any available camp spots. It said it was all booked, but when I get here, there's tons of spots everywhere. So, It's a nice lake. Looks like they've got campsites galore. Huge eating area right along the water. I am curious if there are also campsites on the other end of the lake, if you can just canoe over to the other side and camp it out. Very curious. I'm gonna go try and find some signs about that abandoned mine shaft. I have a feeling it's not near the lake, but I might have to look it up when I get back online to see where it's located. Yeah, speaking more about Clifford Olson, or also known as the Beast of British Columbia, he claimed 11 murders from the span of 1980 to 1981, and he was eventually captured in 1981, and then the restitution that was given to the families was something like $10,000 each family, or something ridiculous. and then he ended up dying in 2011. But yeah, there's I think a couple of documentaries out there, including podcasts, that you can listen to, and maybe I'll put some of those in the description so you can give it a listen. It's a very, very sad story. Most of them were teenagers, unfortunately. So looks like they have rainbow trout in the lake. So I believe that the lake is stocked, obviously. I always say I should have brought my fishing rod. I always forget, but I don't have too much time at this campsite, so. Well, I've looked all over and I can't see any signage for an abandoned mine shaft. So, like I said, when I get back, I'm gonna have to look that up, because I definitely want to come back here and check that out. It may not even be close to the lake. Like I said, it could be off one of the logging roads or off on a trail and you have to walk away, so yeah. All right, made it to Wood Lake. So my buddy is already here and I think he's already found a spot for us. So I think just next steps is just to get some firewood. And I don't know if we need a tarp yet. I think it's still okay, but let's go talk to the hosts who know us very well and see where my buddy's located here. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. This is like the perfect level. Come here. One more. Oh, not friendly at all. It's crazy. All right, we were able to get a spot on the other side of the lake. I was there a number of months ago, so that's perfect. And it looks like my friend Nathan here has brought his little companion. So that's awesome. Anytime I ever go on a camping adventure, I've always loved to have a little puppy along, so I will introduce you guys shortly. All right, made it to the lake. Oh, this is a really, really nice side. Check out the lake here. Oh, beautiful. And there's absolutely nobody on this side. It's perfect. Come here. Come on. It's a good boy. Oh, ready for a walk? Let's go. He's just making headway here. Right, Vader? Darth Vader? Good boy. Let's go. Yeah. All right, so before it gets a little too dark, we're gonna try and locate the, oh, this is not the right trail. We're gonna try and locate the waterfalls that's right on Harrison Lake. So just gotta find the trail and then we'll head over there. Hopefully this trail connects to it. Well, we found some sort of trail. I'm determined to try and find this waterfall. but we're still going up. And worst case scenario at the top of this bluff is a view of what's called Harrison Lake. So should be able to give you some amazing views when we get to the top. And the clouds are relatively high, so let's go check it out. There's Harrison Lake right there. We're just looking for the markers, but look at that view. Nice. All right. We're gonna keep trying to look for that waterfall. Hopefully we can find it. All right, well, again, could not find the waterfall and it started to rain, so I think we're gonna head back to camp and set up our tent and start thinking about fire. We might have to use one of our tarps to cover off the fire, but we will see.
St. John's is here. It's not huge, but it's definitely like city. The one cool thing about St. John's is there's bars everywhere, and they all have live music and like the bar can pass that kind of fall. Oh yeah, the bar scene is really good. And the live music scene is unbelievable. The rest of the province is basically empty. A lot of nice cool stuff. I was wondering if I just get food done. That's something I always wanted to do. You took the photo? No. Cheating.
Alright. Alright, we've got the fire going and we are starting to get hungry, so I think we're gonna throw some hot dogs on the fire, but I gotta go set up my sleeping system, so let's get that done. All right, so I'm gonna set up my sleeping system here. But just got my self-inflating air mattress. I don't know why they call it that. Doesn't work very well to self-inflate, but it's from MEC, so let's blow this up. And then I'm gonna set up my sleeping bag and all my other stuff here. So. Well, this air mattress works for me. I've used all types. Air mattress, where you inflate it. I've used thin self-inflating ones, and this one works best. My shoulders and my hips are not sore the next morning. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it works quite well. So I use it for my car camping, my tent camping, and it's an MEC Reactor 3.8 centimeter mattress, and it works great. It's quite long, so it's hard to kind of fit in the back of your vehicle, but it works well. So as mentioned early in the video, I always bring my Go Labs mobile charging station, a couple of wall plugins, and then DC and AC adapters, and it works well. And just in case, I brought my heated blanket, so I can plug it in, lots of settings, hot, hotter, and super hot, and it'll last me all night long. I don't think I'm gonna need it tonight. I think I'll be just fine. It's probably about 18 degrees right now, so I think I'll be all right. So I'm just gonna use this to plug in my phone and my other electronics, and I should be just fine. But if I need it, then I'll switch over to that tonight if I get cold, and I'll be nice and toasty. All right, so I got my sleeping system set up, and I should be sleeping nice and comfortable. The only thing about the RAV4 hybrid is that the battery kind of gives you a bit of a slope upwards. That's a bit annoying, but it doesn't matter. You sleep fine. It's not too bad. The older models, the 2018, was way more of a slope, I feel like, but this one's a little bit flatter, so I should sleep just fine. Camping hot dogs, so nice. Brioche bun, just a little bit of ketchup and mustard. That's the way to go. Cheddar smokies. Oh, that's good. Good morning. Oh, I slept pretty good last night actually. So, but look at the view this morning of the lake. Gorgeous. Well, time for me to hit the road and leave this beautiful spot, but thanks for watching the video, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks again for tuning in to Ben Ventures. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel where I've got lots of other content. I hike around, I travel, and I do a lot of amazing things in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.